Yo, what's up guys, your boy vKilljoyy here, and today we're going to be doing some more editing on the Pamaj tage. I haven't touched this in a while, but, you know, felt like doing some. So, last time we were on the opening cinematic. We put all of it in, and we'd put all the adjustment layers on it, and that was all good. Just got OCD and I want to trim the layer because, you know, OCD. Anyway, I don't actually have OCD. Anyway, so, today we're actually going to be syncing up opening cinematic with the starting what do you call it, the intro, yeah, pretty much. So you get a keyframe where it kicks in there, because that's, oh no, make sure you have that layer selected, because that's where the first snare comes on. I'll actually preview it for you and keyframe, well, set a marker, I think they're called, yeah, by clicking the star on my numpad. So give me a sec, let's just do this. Okay, as you can see, I didn't actually have the layer selected when I was doing that, which is a bit awkward. But that's pretty easy to fix. So, if I just, no, I don't even need to do that. If I click and delete that marker, click on the layer and just do the start on there. Okay, and just do the same with this one. You can just delete that marker and do it there. So, what I'm going to do is, this part here is going to be where it says vKilljoyy presents. And there it's going to switch on this keyframe. Go to the Pamaj tage. Here's going to fade out, and then the new clip's going to fade in, and bam, the shot right there. So, it's going to be a pretty short intro, but it's going to hopefully look pretty sick. And this is where it's going to gradually build up. So, what we're going to do now is bring in the opening cinematic. Just like that. And I'm actually going to make sure, nope, not on there. We can turn the audio off for that, there isn't any audio, but anyway. Double L on there so you can see what it's like, and you can see it doesn't quite fit the entirety of where we want to have it go, which isn't actually, oh, okay, I just hit something on my desk, isn't actually too big of a problem. So what I'm going to do is do Control-Alt-T to enable time remapping, right click, frame blending, pixel motion, and then you're going to need to have a third-party plugin for this, which is Twixtor, which you might already have if you've downloaded it. But if you don't have it, you definitely should get it, because this is the best way, in my opinion, to do you know, syncing for, you know, with music and stuff. So around, it's actually pretty easy to use if you know how to use it, and it's really helpful, makes everything look really smooth. So let's zoom in to by there. I want to see everything. So I can go back onto the project, doesn't really matter. Close that. If I click on my layer and I click E, it'll show me all the effects I have, which are in this section by here. So I've got that by there. I want to open up Twixtor, open up Output Control, actually go to the first keyframe, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do page up to make it go one behind. Keyframe the speed at 100, go back onto where you can actually see the clip, and drop this to, I did this earlier because my recording failed, so I know what I'm doing. I did 75 because I want it to be a little bit slow, because with the camera slowed down like in the actual cinematic, and I synced it up for that. Go to by here and keyframe that again. So from there to there, it's going to go at 75% of the entire thing as opposed to 100, so like 75% speed. Go to the next frame then after that, and I dropped it down to 50. So I'll give you a quick preview of that, and yeah, see, it already knows what's going down. So see that, and it slows down. It looks pretty good. Let me just preview one more time. Bam! I like that. I think that looks really good. So yeah, we got that like that. And if you go to the end part by here, I want to actually bring that down, so I can still see the speed, but I can also see the keyframes. And by here, I think it was that I wanted it to speed up. If I zoom out a little bit, if I just have a little look, and the keyframe by there, go down one frame. I think if I do it to like 370, You may be like, whoa, that's like 3 times faster, and it's crazy. But yeah, it's kind of needed because you want to have to speed it. Well, I want to speed it up until it goes to there. Which actually, I'm gonna move the keyframe even further back to like by here. So what I can do is just one more Control Z. Yeah, bring the keyframe there. Actually, what I didn't do, if I zoom in, I did do it. I did keyframe the 50. I thought I forgot to keyframe the 50, but we're good. Don't worry. Don't even worry, guys. Don't even worry. So the bass drop's by here. I'm gonna keyframe, go forward 1, and drop this back down to 50 because I don't have it to be going. There's 375% in it, so you know. Also, what you're gonna have to do is drag this out. Could think of this like a film reel, you know, like the old-fashioned. Or you can think of, I don't know, like a CD. You need to have actually have space for the picture to go onto. So if it's like that, sure, it still would go beyond it because you slowed it down. There's still more to see. You won't be able to see it because there's nothing there. But if you drag it out, you can. So I'm actually gonna go to the like right by there where I want it to stop, where I wanted it to like start to fade, and that's where I want to start to fade. So I'm not gonna cap it just yet. I'm gonna put a marker on that frame, that layer as well. Might speed that up to like 65, I suppose. Yeah, it's starting to look towards the ceiling, and then it should fade out. I want to see where the last frame is. Let me find the last frame. Where does it go to black? Because then that's where I'm ultimately gonna fade it out. And if we found it yet? Yeah, there it is. So if I cap it off there by doing Alt in the right-hand bracket, let's close that down. And yeah, so far that is clip sped to the right amount. Oh gosh. It appears that we actually dragged the clip across by accident somehow. Okay, either way, it's not too big a problem. You can sort this out pretty easily. Let me just see what it's like. So that's where it speeds up and goes around the corner and gets to by there, looking good. What we can do is, you know, drag that up. Okay, so you want to have it go by here. Okay, let's speed this up even more. Say like 80. Hopefully that's not too much. Go to by there, and as you can see, it's kind of starting to fade out right about now. So let's find where it stops fading out. See, we'll just do this again because it moved over a bit, and that's a bit awkward. So if we found it, yeah, okay. Alt N bracket doesn't have to be exact, but it's close enough. So what we're gonna do is go to by here because the music gradually builds up. Our clip is actually going to gradually fade in. So if you click on T, stopwatch and keyframe the opacity there, go to the very start and drop that down to 0. If you click on the graph, and then on this graph editor by here, you can see it gradually, you can see like on a graph how it actually fades in. So what you're going to do is click on this keyframe here, click on the easy ease in, and now you can just have a little mess around with how gradually you want it to actually fade in. So if I do that like that, and then you can preview it, this will take a little bit of time just to find out exactly how you want it to look. Let me see this. I don't know, I'm not too keen on that. That looked as a bit too much of a jump. I actually think I did like this when I was just doing it a second ago, and I think this looked pretty good, so I'm going to preview it and see what it looks like again. Yeah, it's not the most gradual, but I think it looks good. I could do it this way just a bit. I don't know. I don't know, it looks like it's a bit too much of a flash on the screen. Yeah, I'm just going to do it like this, and click off the graph editor. See there, that keyframe shows you that it's easy easing in, I suppose. So yeah, you got that gradual build up into where you can actually see the clip, which makes it look better. Make sure you do Control S as you go along. You don't want to, you know, lose your save and what you had. So I'm actually going to load up the preview here, but first of all I'm just going to cut my recording, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I just loaded up the preview here, and this is it. So it slows down pretty nicely there, just shows you the text rotating, looking pretty good. A little bit of there. Got the text. I think this goes up to the sky, which is what we're actually going to fade out. I'm actually going to cap it off by there. I don't have any more. So far you may be thinking, oh, that looks really good. So what we're going to do is do Control-Alt-Y, and you see we got a adjustment layer. I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger. We don't need that for the moment. We're going to actually do quite a bit this episode, which is good. Okay, and you want to have this adjustment layer to be as long as your entire thing, because this is going to go on throughout, not just on this first layer. So what I go is to Effect, Generate, and Grid, because we're going to make black bars on the top and bottom, which I think are really important, and you need to make them look good. So if you change the blending mode to, I think I usually do it to normal, but yeah, change it to normal, and change the color to black. Do the corner to 0 and 0. I'm pretty sure it's the corner right doing 0, 0. Yeah, then just move the anchor down so it's right on the line. I think, no, I think I do the anchor to 0, 0. I can't remember though. Yeah, so I do the anchor to 0, 0. I just stretch it out to the corner. You can't see the bars going vertically down. You can also then move this across. You can't see it on that side. And this one, just drag it down so you can just about see the bottom of it. So what I'm going to do is go to the bottom, click on Full, so I can get it exactly where I want. Click V so you can adjust it. Is that doing anything? I don't think it's doing anything. Oh, it is. Okay. It just wasn't loading. And let's actually do that 720. No, 720. And yeah, you can see it's good on the bottom. If you drag it up to see the top, it looks good up there. So, do it back to half and do it to there. What I'm actually going to do is click on V again, change the border to like 70, and then move the anchor over just a bit more. Oh, maybe adjust the corner. Put that to there, and then yeah, you see you got black bars, top and bottom. They're pretty equal, to be honest. It's most you can get, and it just makes it look more professional, in my opinion. And yeah, so that looks pretty good like that, and you're gonna have that going on throughout your entire clip, throughout the entire edit actually. So just close that. You want to go to back to the cinematic, click on E again, back onto Twixtor, and output control, because you want to know these 2 points by here. So what we're going to do is go keyframe by there, go by there, keyframe as well. I'm going to see if this looks good. So I'm going to go to the first part of the keyframe, click on Effect, and in Blur, I think it's in Blur, not in Sapphire Transitions, is it? No. Universe Blur, Trap Code, Blur, no, I don't know. Anyway, let's just go to this blur. We can do directional blur, I think. That'll look pretty decent if we do it to minus 90 degrees. Let me see the blur length. Put it up to like 8. Yeah, see, it just looks like it's gonna make it look like you're speeding up. So keyframe it at the start there, and if you just go to the middle point roughly. Okay, it's not going to be the most precise, but if you then do the blur length, say up to, you could do 20 if you wanted to. See, you can see it warping on the edge a bit, which I think actually looks pretty nice. You could do 25, and you can mess around with that. I'm actually going to 22.5. Gonna be awkward, go halfway. If you click on E on the bottom and open up the directional blur, then go to the that keyframe by there, put it back down to 0. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the graph again, and I'm actually gonna just try and make it roughly like, I don't know, I just think I just might have messed it up, I don't know. 22.5, put it back down to there. So what I'm going to do is click on this. You can easy ease in both ways, and just like kind of drag that out. Try and make it level roughly each side. So I don't know. Just try and make it look pretty good. And what we can do then is go. We can just do a little preview of this. When it speeds up, hopefully the preview doesn't take too long to load. Yeah, that's gonna look actually pretty good, I think. So yeah, I think that blur actually makes it look quite good. So yeah, see, you got that keyframe by there. What we could also do maybe is not glow. I want to CC light ray, so I'm going to open up that, which takes longer. So usually I'd use the bar up there, but if I don't know where something is, use the effects and presets window. Oh god, messing up there. CC light rays. Yeah, light rays. That's what I wanted. So, you know, light burst 2.5. Yeah. So we go to the middle. I actually use this in my edits for the 1K team tage. If you keyframe the ray length, because I think if it goes down to 0, nothing happens here. So I want to keep it on 50. I don't want it to be too much. Keep all the other colors the same. No, don't set color. Okay. Go to the start keyframe there. As you can see, drop this down to 0. Drop this one down. So it just adds a bit of light and just, I don't know, makes it come out a little bit more. And I think it just looks pretty nice. If we close down the directional blur, go into the light burst, click on there again, click on there. And now if I can find it, there it is. You see, it looks like a triangle, I suppose. That's like a really weirdly shaped triangle. But anyway, we're going to do this. I'm going to make it gradual like the other layer. Try and make it as like similar as you can, but yeah, that looks roughly good. So if you just close that again, go out, and then I'm gonna go by there and just preview it again. I want to make it a little bit bigger for the preview, and yeah, so this should make it look pretty good. I've actually been recording for quite a while here. I don't know how long this episode's going to be, but bam, that looks pretty decent, I think. Let's close this up. Yeah, I think that looks actually pretty good. I like how it's sped up then. And, yes, so I also going to do one more thing this episode. Let me just save real fast. Okay, so you got the audio layer selected. Go into Effect, Audio, Bass and Treble. And let me just disable those. I just want to listen to this layer for a second. Just need to listen to if it is the bass or treble I want to do stuff with. Okay, so it's definitely the treble. So if I turn the bass down to -100, turn the treble up to 100, you can see if you listen to that now, it's gonna sound pretty bad. But you see, it sounds really, really tinny and really bad. But what I'm going to do is get that, right click, and click Keyframe Assistant, convert audio to keyframes. Now, this may take a little bit of time for you. It usually does for me. You should have to do it a couple of times. because my computer's well awkward. It does work. Trust me, I've done this all the time. You gonna work for me? I think. Do we have to solo it first? Keyframe assistant, convert audio to keyframes. I don't know. Okay, give me a sec, guys. This should work. I just gotta wait for it to load, I think. See, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, guys, so I did just try and put in the audio amplitude layer, what was the keyframe assistant thing, but I just tried it out there and it didn't actually work with the song we're using, so you know, that happens. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much it for this episode. It doesn't look like we've done too much, but we have done quite a bit. I'll just give you guys another preview here. Let it load and roll through, and I'm yawning. Okay. And then it'll fade off by there, but we have to get the other clip in. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be looking pretty good. Next episode, we'll just sync up the next clip and maybe add some effects to it as well. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty good. So, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like and comment down below if you have any questions. And yeah, subscribe for more daily content. Either way, guys, I'm your boy vKilljoyy, and I'm out. Peace.